Hello guys and good day. This is our lecture video for our experiment for alcohols in phenols that we will be discuss about the principles behind our experiment. Now the outline guys of our discussions are we will discuss the solubility of alcohols in water, its acidity and basicity. Those are the physical properties, and we will go on to the chemical properties such as the Lucas test, chromic acid test, iodoform test, and ferric fluoride test. Okay, let's start. Now, diniscuss natin dito guys sa ating physical properties of alcohols. Its solubility, acidity, and basicity. Now, ito ngayon natin. These are the alcohols na nilagyan natin sa my water. Its solubility with water. So we have 4 samples, which is the butanol, and then test tube B, 2-propanol, test tube C, 3-butanol, and test tube T, which is the phenol. Now ito guys, itong mga on natin na to is ang representative natin na to, di ba? There are 3 classifications of alcohols. We have primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol, and aromatic alcohols in phenol. Now in this sample, the butanol guys represents our primary alcohol. Represents our primary alcohol. For 2-propanol, this is the representative of our secondary alcohol. For the 3-butyl alcohol, this is the representative of our tertiary alcohol. And for phenol, this is for our aromatic alcohol. I-discuss natin kung ano bang nagdi-distinguish between those four, kung ano ba nagdi-distinguish sa kanila to their physical and chemical properties, and how can we distinguish them in a specific sample. Suppose that we are performing a qualitative test given the unknown sample, if we are trying to identify it. So those are the primary, tertiary, secondary, and aromatic alcohol. Now its solubility guys, it is well known naman that the butanol, 3-butyl alcohol, and 2-propanol are soluble in water. Why? Because they are capable to hydrogen bonds with water. But hindi sila soluble all the time. Kasi nga, they are in a borderline solubility. As you add butanol and 2-propanol and 3-butyl alcohol in a water, sila ay magiging immiscible, magkakaroon tayo ng mga hydrophobic layer. Kasi nga, they are in a borderline miscibility of in our water. Samantalang sa may phenol naman guys, kung mapapansin niyo dito sa ating observations here, dito sa may experiment kasi natin ito guys, they are all miscible with water. Those are primary, tertiary, and secondary alcohol. While the phenol is not miscible. Bakit? Kasi nga yung phenol natin guys has a structure of a aromatic ring here. Aromatic ring. Dito ano lang ulit siya susulat guys ha. We have this aromatic ring here, aromatic ring, and then meron siyang OH phenol dito. Although it is capable of to hydrogen bond with water, but this aromatic ring here contains 6 carbon, which gives it what? Which gives it its hydrophobicity character. Kaya ganon. Kaya hindi siya miscible with water natin due to the presence of aromatic ring, which contains 6 carbon that gives its hydrophobicity character. So pasensya na sa may sulat ko. So ayan. Next naman guys, sa ating solubility, ayan, it is evident naman na dito, they're all miscible. And then next guys, punta tayo sa may acidity and basicity of alcohols natin. The primary and secondary and tertiary alcohols guys are all basic. Okay? Pero hindi all the time. Nakadepende rin sa may properties natin. But to our samples, guys, sa ating butanol, 2-propanol, and 3-butanol, they are all basic. Saan ba natin titignan yan? Sa kanilang pKa values. And dun sa may experimental result na inandap namin last year, yung litmus paper na red is tinurns niya into blue. Samantalang yung phenol natin, guys, is acidic. Kasi nga, tinurn niya yung ating blue litmus paper into red. So ano kaya ang nagbibigay ng acidic property ng ating phenols? Ang nagbibigay ng acidic property ng phenols natin, guys, is the resonance stabilization of the aromatic ring. The resonance stability gives the phenols an acidic property. So resonance stability ang nagbibigay nun due to the aromatic ring. Kaya siya naging acidic, which turns blue litmus into red. Okay? So those for the acidity and basicity. Now we're done with the physical properties of our alcohols. Now we will go on to the chemical properties of alcohol. Now unang-una dito, itong ating Lucas test. Okay, this experiment guys, kung mapapansin niyo, is nilagay ako ng mga Lucas reagent dito, pero sila ay mga nag-yellow na supposedly dapat magka-cloudy. Okay, another account for this error is the not freshly prepared and the contamination of our reagent. Kaya hindi kasi nakapag-prepare ng freshly prepared guys kasi sarado yung lab, yung reagent room or yung chemical storage room kaya napag-prepare. So sorry for the inconvenience. Pero dapat guys, ang actual na mangyayari dito when you add a Lucas reagent here, okay? Ang mangyayari sa may butanol, okay, ito yung structure niya. Butanol here, tama ba? 1, 2, 3, 4. Butanol is ito, ayan, this one is our primary alcohol. And then sa may 2-propanol naman guys, which has a structure here, which has a secondary alcohol, ayan. And then for our tertiary alcohol, which is the third butanol, ayan. Ang mangyayari kasi dito guys, yung ating Lucas reagent, ang ating Lucas reagent as a zinc chloride dissolved in an HCl. Yan yung Lucas reagent natin. Okay, double check ko nga lang kung tama. Okay. Now, ang con kasi dito guys is dito mag-i-involve. Itong pan natin is yung OH natin dito guys. Once you mix a Lucas reagent, ayan, LC, and then LC. Ang mangyayari dito, since it contains a chloride ions here, unahin natin ito. Mangyayari dito is magkakaroon tayo ng substitution reaction. Papalitan yung OH ng Cl dahil doon sa may ating Lucas reagent natin or LC that contains zinc chloride and HCl. Ngayon ang mangyayari din dito sa ating iso-2-propanol, yung OH is mapapalitan ng Cl and then mapapalitan naman ito ng Cl, yung OH natin. Ganyan yung mangyayari dito. Pero ang iti-take note dito guys is the formation of the cloudy precipitate ng ating natin. Cloudy precipitate yung o-observe nyo dyan. Now dito, sa may ating tertiary alcohol, magkakaroon ng immediate cloudy solution agad ang mangyayari dyan. It is immediate cloudy solution ang mangyayari. Samantalang dito naman sa ating secondary guys, magkakaroon siya ng 3 to 5 minutes before siya mag-cloudy. And then dito sa ating primary alcohol guys, more than 5 minutes bago siya maging cloudy. Okay? Ang nangyari kasi dito guys, it involves a SN1 reaction na magkakaroon na i-discuss natin sa ating module 8 that affects the reaction kinetics or the rate of the reaction towards the substrate and the reagent. Na kung mapapansin ninyo is mas reactive, mas mabilis mag-react yung ating Lucas reagent doon sa may tertiary alcohol and papababa until it's secondary and primary. So the rate of the reaction will be decreases. Ganito ang magiging rate niya. So ganyan. So that's how you distinguish the primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohol. Ito yung use ng ating Lucas reagent. Used to distinguish, okay, susulat ko na lang. Intindihin nyo lang yung sulat ko. Distinguish primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohol based on their reaction kinetics. Pero yung phenols natin guys, which is an aromatic alcohols, ayan, isusulat ko na ganyan, it has no reaction with our Lucas reagent. So paano ba mangyayari dyan? I have this picture here guys. Ito yung mangyayari. Ito yung supposedly result natin. This is the primary, the tertiary, secondary, and primary na wala pang mangyayari. Okay? So that's how you classify the primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohols using a Lucas test. Kapag no reaction, it is a aromatic alcohol. Okay? So let's proceed to our next one. Pero dito sa ating experiment, syempre, expectation versus reality tayo guys. So ganun, kaya siya ganito. Ayan. Warm the test tube. Ganun. Kaya natin winarm yung test tube, guys. Ang purpose kasi nito is kapag mas mataas kasi temperature, is mas magpo-proceed ng mas mabilis yung chemical reaction natin. Pero given lang yun. Depende lang din. Is basis. Now for the next is the chromic acid test. Ang mangyayari kasi dito, guys, it is used to distinguish the alcohols to phenols. Okay, di-distinguish mo lang siya. So ano bang mangyayari dito? Hindi. Used to distinguish the primary and secondary alcohols to tertiary and aromatic alcohols. So paano ba ang mangyayari dito? Okay? So dito hindi siya na-conduct pero dapat supposedly kasi wait lang. Merong pictures dito. It is from Google na in-screenshot ko lang. Okay, we have this ko natin. Asan na ba siya? Okay, chromic acid test. Bakit wala dito? Ang mangyayari kasi doon, guys, is supposedly dapat mag-green yung ating pan natin. Okay? Wait lang ha. I'm gonna search to Google kung ano ba yung mga results, supposedly results natin. Pero dapat mag-yield siya ng green solution natin. Okay? Wait lang ha. I am searching some one here. Wait. Okay. Pero punta muna tayo sa may principle before we go on to that para hindi tayo pagkuhan ng oras dito. Wait. Lang, guys. I am having some trouble here. Bear with me. Ayan. Okay. Now, let's go. Now, unahin natin yung ating primary alcohols here, which is yung butanol. Okay? Representation yan, ha? Kahit anong primary alcohols is applicable. And then, nilagyan natin siya ng chromic acid test, ng chromic acid. Ganon din sa may secondary alcohol, which is the 2-propanol here. Plus, nilagyan natin ng chromic acid. And then, tertiary naman, which is the 3rd butanol. Ayan, sorry sa drawing ko. Plus, chromic acid. And then, we have the aromatic alcohol, which is the phenol. The OH here. And then, nilagyan ninyo ng chromic acid. Dito, we will have no reactions to aromatic and tertiary alcohols. Samantalang dito naman is magkaaroon tayo ng chromium 3 positive. Kapag hinalo ninyo yung butanol and chromic acid, kapag dinarap ang ganun, is magkakaroon kayo ng green solution. Ano ba yung green na responsible? Anong element or ions ang responsible dun sa my green solution natin? Yun ay yung chromium 3 positive natin. Kasi ang gagawin ng ating chromic acid, which is an oxidizing agent, is it will oxidize our alcohols and ito turn niya into carboxylic acid natin. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait lang ha. Iti-turn niya yung butanol natin into a carboxylic acid. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Iti-turn niya into carboxylic acid. I-oxidize niya or addition of oxygen sa ating organic chemistry na madidiscuss. Samantalang dito naman sa ating secondary alcohol is gagawin niyang, ayan, carboxylic acid. Wait lang ha. Carboxylic acid, yung primary alcohol. Samantalang sa may secondary alcohol naman, guys, is gagawin niyang ketone, yung ating natin, yung ating secondary alcohols. Samantalang dito is there will be no reactions. Bakit? Kasi nga kung mapapansin niyo, di ba? Dito, we have 3 carbons here. Meron siyang isang oxygen, hydrogen dito, which is we will oxidize by chromic acid. Dito, there are 2 hydrogen doon sa may natin. Kasi naka-bond line tayo, di ba? So we are not supposed to show the hydrogen in the bond line. Pero dito sa ating tertiary alcohol is wala ng hydrogen. So there is no oxidizable hydrogen. Kaya ganon yung nangyari. No oxidizable hydrogen. Kaya no reactions. So mananatili yan. Walang magiging green. Dito rin sa ating phenols, guys, wala siyang oxidizable hydrogen from the aromatic carbon. Okay, we are not talking about this hydrogen in the hydroxyl group, but rather on the carbon bonded to the hydroxyl group. So wala ding oxidizable hydrogen dito sa ating phenols. And ang supposedly colors nito, guys, is search na natin sa ating Google. And my apologies, guys, if I hadn't searched doon before one. Okay? The chromic acid test. Chromic acid test. Yan. For alcohols test tubes. After sinerge ko niyan dati. Pero hindi ko pala siya na-save. So, ano. mangyayari dito is, okay, ganito yung mangyayari dito guys. Ito. Ayan. So ganitong green color. Ang responsible sa greenish niya is yung ating chromium. Ayan yung ginagamit sa memo natin, Bret-Analyzer for alphas. Okay? And then next naman natin, okay, we're done with the chromic acid test. Punta naman tayo sa may iodoform test. Now, this test was used to distinguish, hindi ko pala sinusulat dito, ito yung ating chromic acid test. Chromic acid test. Chromic acid test. Saan siya sulat ko? So, ito na lang. Hindi nyo lang. Chromic acid test yan. Used to distinguish primary and secondary from tertiary and aromatic alcohols. Okay? So, ganyan. Ganyan. So, ma-distinguish nyo yung primary and secondary. Para ma-determine nyo, para mas ma-determine nyo further, gumamit kayo ng Lucas test. Okay? Just take note the duration for the formation of Taubin solution. Ganyan. And the next naman natin is yung iodoform natin. Now, this iodoform test is specifically used to determine or distinguish secondary alcohols from primary, okay, from primary, tertiary, and aromatic alcohols. So, madidetect mo lang dito, guys, is secondary alcohols, which is na napaka-specific. Okay? Okay, ang nangyari dito is actually a failed result, guys, kasi walang nag-form na yellow precipitate. Kung mapapansin ninyo, nakailang drop na ako dito, so wala pa rin nangyayari. Again, another consideration for this test is due to the not freshly prepared of the reagent, hindi freshly prepared yung reagent dito, and contaminated na rin yung mga solution. So may apologies for that. But supposedly, guys, dapat ang mangyayari dito is dito sa may screenshots natin is here, mangyayari dito is ito. Ganito dapat yung precipitate na mapoproduce natin. May mapoproduce tayong powder and the light yellow solution. So ano bang nangyayari dito, guys? Okay. Sa ating primary kasi, ang reaction nito is actually na-save na dito by Professor Dave. Ito, it is only reactive to the secondary alcohols. So ano bang gagawin natin? So, etchopera na si natin, okay, iodoform test. Iodoform test used to distinguish secondary alcohol. So, ang positive result nito, guys, is a formation of yellow precipitate. Samantalang dito, sa ating propanol, ang mangyayari dito, once you add I2KI or iodine dissolved in a sodium hydroxide solution, ito ay magpo-form ng acetone, plus, ito yung other products natin, plus sodium, 2 moles of sodium iodide, plus H2O. And then kapag nag-react pa siya further, guys, magkakaroon tayo ng iodoform. Here, CHI3. Ito yung ating iodoform test. Ito yung compound na responsible for the yellow precipitate after we add the iodoform sodium hydroxide in our 2-propanol. Last, mag-form siya ng methyl ketone natin dito. Or ayan, magkakaroon siya ng ganyang reactions here based dito sa nangyayari dito. Okay? Ayan yung mga products of the reaction natin. And yung iodoforms is responsible. Now for the tertiary, okay, there will be no reactions. And for the aromatic alcohol, there will be no reactions din na magaganap. So the purpose of iodoform test is used to distinguish the secondary alcohol when ayan, iodoform test. So ang babalik tayo sa may test kanina, kunwari, you want to determine after ka mag-chromium chromic acid test, so meron ka ng primary and secondary alcohols kapag nag-green siya. And then if you want to ma-determine if primary or secondary ba siya, perform a iodoform test. Kapag walang nag-yellow precipitate dun sa inyong sample after adding an iodoform, therefore, it is an primary alcohol. Pero pagka nag-form ng yellow precipitate like this, ibig sabihin, siya ay secondary alcohol. Okay? So, let's proceed to our last. Ito naman sa ating ferric chloride test, it is used specifically to distinguish or to test for phenols, ang mangyayari dito guys sa ating experiment dito is nagkaroon tayo ng violet coloration of our phenols. Samantalang dun sa may A, B, and C natin, lahat sila ay yellow lamang. Yellow lamang sila. Walang nagkaroon na coloration. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ikuan ko lang din dito na yung ating phenols, okay, yung ating ferric chloride test here, ferric chloride test, okay, used to distinguish phenols from the other alcohols, okay? I-shortcutin ko na lang yan, ha. Okay, so sa ating primary, there will be no reaction with ferric chloride. Secondary, there will be no reaction. Tertiary, there will be no reaction. And sa ating phenols, sa ating ferric chloride kasi guys, once na-dissolve yan sa may water, mag-generates kasi yan ng Fe3 positive plus chloride negative. And then kapag nilagay nyo pa yung phenols natin, ayan, ang mangyayari dito, after stoichiometric reactions, magpo-form siya ng iron phenol complex, which has a structure of this. Ganito yung mangyayari sa kanya. Ganito. It has a trigonal planar. Ayan. Okay. Sorry if yung hexagon ko is not perfect. Ayan. Ganito yung mangyayari natin. So magkaaroon tayo ng iron 3 complex here na may charge pa dapat dito. Ito ang compound responsible for the violet color of our solution. This iron complex here, guys. Ito yung responsible sa violet color. Kaya it used to test for phenols. So ganon. So that's how you distinguish an alcohols using a qualitative test. When you are distinguishing kunwari gusto mo kasi yung phenols, nagamit ka ng ferric chloride test. Kapag tertiary, nagamit ka ng Lucas test, immediate formation of cloudy solution. Used to summary, ha? Okay. Teka lang, isa-summarize ko na. Sa ating PowerPoints, ito na yun nandito. Kasi end na ng ating discussion here. So, punta na tayo sa ating pa natin. Okay. Unahin natin, if you want to distinguish the phenols, kunwari, you have an unknown sample. So, paano mo ba siya malalaman? Unknown sample of alcohol. So, paano mo ba siya malalaman if siya ay primary, secondary, tertiary, or aromatic? Okay. Gusto mo lang malaman yung classification na, but not the structure itself. If you want to know the structure, you can use the NMR, FTIR, or mass spectrometry, which is yun ay higher chem na, but we are only talking about mga functional groups lamang. Phenols, okay, gagamit ka ng ferric chloride test. Ang positive result nito is violet color. Kapag tertiary, okay, tertiary alcohol, gagamit ka ng Lucas test. Ano ang positive result nun? Immediate formation of cloudy solution after adding, okay, susulat ko pa ba? After adding Lucas reagent. And then kapag secondary alcohol, guys, naman ang i-distinguish nyo, ang nangyayari sa aking pen. Kapag naman secondary alcohol, you can use a iodo form test. Ang mangyayari dito is formation, ang positive dito, formation of yellow precipitate. Siyempre, kapag primary naman, if you want to make sure, pwede ka kapag ayan, primary alcohol, pwede kang gumamit ng, kunwari ayan, walang nagpa-positive sa kanila. Pero hindi ka kasi pwede mag-assume na primary alcohol agad yun eh. Hindi pwede. Para to make sure, guys, you have to use a chromic acid test. Which, ano mangyayari? Green formation of green solution. May problema yata dito sa may pen nito. So, ayan. Ayan. Pero, gagamit lang kayo nito, guys, if lahat sila ay nag-negative. Ha? sa may iisang sample. So that's it, guys. Thank you for listening for our lecture in alcohols and phenols, and I hope you learned something. So see you in our next module, guys, and goodbye.